For joining me today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Claire Emerson. I'm a senior at UNL, and today we're going to do a full body mixed workout. We're going to play an active card game. We have two different options today. We've got Uno, or if you don't have Uno cards, that's fine. You can use a regular deck of cards and play War. And I'll explain each here. So before we start our warm-up, I'm going to explain the games because they both take a little bit of explanation. So for starters, when you're playing this game, for both games, when you're playing, you're going to stay standing and you're going to just walk in place. That's going to be your base throughout the entire game. So you're going to be walking in place. And when it's your turn to lay the card in Uno, when you lay down the card, each card represents a specific workout or specific movement. So when you lay down the card, you do what that card represents. War is a little different, but for Uno, you lay down what the sheets say. After our warm-up, I will have a list of what each card is, so you don't have to try to remember what I tell you because there's quite a few of them. So for starters, if you lay down a 0, you do 5 side laying hip abductions, and those will look like this. So you'll lay down, and then you just raise your leg and bring it back. You want to keep your feet pointed forward. To make it harder, you can add a resistance band, and to make it easier, if your hip can't tolerate it, you don't have to raise it quite as far up. If you lay down a 1, you do 5 stability ball back extensions. Now, I've got several stability ball options throughout this workout, but if you don't have a stability ball, you can use a couch or a chair, a footstool, really anything. You're going to lay on the ball, keep your legs straight, and you can either have your arms at your side or in front of your chest, but you're going to go from having a relaxed back, you're going to extend up as far as you can, and then come back down, and you'll do that 5 times. To make it harder, you can hold a weight in front of your chest, like a dumbbell or like a canned food or anything that's got some weight to it if you don't have actual weights. And if it's too hard on the stability ball, it is kind of difficult to balance at times. So feel free to use a chair or a couch or footrest or anything like that. So next, if you lay a 2, you're going to do a wall squat for 1 minute. So you'll just find a clear wall. Go over to it, and you want your back flat against the wall at all times. And then you want your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you'll just squat down, and you're gonna hold it for 1 minute. Make it harder, you can hold on to a weight. If it's too easy, or actually, if you don't wanna hold on to a weight, you can do a 1-leg squat. If that's too hard to do a normal wall squat, you don't have to go quite down so far. You want your knees to get to about 90 degrees at least, but if not, that's okay. Now, if you roll a 3, you're going to do a stability ball feet to hand pass. So it's like a V-up, but you're using the stability ball. So for that, you're going to lay down. You'll start with the ball overhead. Whoops. Then you'll sit up, pass it, and come down. If it's too hard, you can just move your legs and catch it, or you can just move your upper half. Like that. If you want to make the V-ups harder, you can hold your body in air the whole time, or hold your body up the whole time. So instead of laying all the way down, whether it's your upper half, lower half, or both, you'll keep it up. If you lay down a 4, you'll do 5 jumping jacks with a clap. So that'll look like that. To make it easier, if you've got some bad joints, you can just tap instead of jumping. If you lay down a 5, you'll do 5 chair dips. So that will look like going over to a chair or a couch. You'll just you'll kind of be on the edge of the couch, and then you'll bend your elbows to dip down, and then straighten them to come back up. You'll do it 5 times. To make it harder, you can just have one leg on the ground and then keep the other one extended out in front of you. If that's too hard, you don't have to drop quite so low. If you lay a 7, you'll do 5 hip thrusts on the stability ball. And so that will look like you'll have kind of your shoulders on the stability ball, legs out in front of you, knees bent at a 90-degree angle. You'll start out kind of flat, and then you'll just drop your hips and then raise them. And then you'll do that 5 times. If you want to make it harder, you can hold some weight across your pelvis, or to make it easier, if it's too hard on the stability ball, you can do it on the floor or up against where you're laying on the couch. And then if you lay an 8, you'll do 5 stability ball T shoulder raises. So for that, you'll grab your dumbbell or weighted object and keep the stability ball. So you're going to keep your body straight, and then just start with your arms out in front of you, hold on to the weights, and then you simply bring them up and come back down. If it's too hard with the weights, you can just go straight up without them and just do the motion. To make it harder, you can use heavier weights, or you can have a resistance band around your arms. If you lay a 9, you're going to do 5 chest presses with the stability ball. So you'll have your weights, and then you'll move down, kind of like when we were doing the hip thrusts, but now you're going to have your arms up like this, bent 90, and you go straight up and come back down. And you'll do that 5 times. If that's too hard on the stability ball, you can do it on a bench or a footrest. Let's see. Then a 10, if you lay down a 10, you're going to do 4 push-ups. And so you can do, the modified push-up where you're on your knees and you keep your hands about shoulder width apart, come down, and you come back up. Or you can do the regular push-ups where you start in the plank position and go down and then back up. If even the modified push-up is too difficult, you can go up against a higher elevated object like a couch or the footrest, and you do the push-up up against it, so you're at an incline. Or if you want to make it harder, you can do it the reverse, so you'll have your knees up higher and you're doing a push-up from a decline. If you lay the draw 2 card, you get to rest. You just keep doing your walking in place. And then the person who goes next to you, they not only pick up 2 cards, but they'll also do 5 bicep curls. They can do that standing, sitting, whether it's on the couch or stability ball, their choice. But it'll be 5 on each side. So you just start with your arms down, come up for 1, back down, and you'll do it 4 more times. All right, and then if you lay down the change of color, with that card, you don't really get to do anything. There's no exercise involved with that one. You just keep walking in place, and so does everyone else. Now, if you lay the change of color plus draw 4 card, you get to continue to rest, but the person who picks up the 4 cards, they're going to do 5 push-ups. If you lay a reverse card, you will rest, and the person who goes next, they will then play the previous card. So if the card was a 10 before the reverse was played, then you'll do, or that person will do 4 push-ups. And then for the skip, you get to keep walking in place, and the person who goes, or yes, the person who goes next, or was skipped, I'm sorry, the person that was skipped does the previous card movements. So that's what this game looks like. Okay, so as I said before, if you don't have Uno cards, you can play War. And so the rules will be slightly different, so I'm going to explain those before we get going with our warm-up. So when you play War, you and your partner will lay down your card at the same time. And the top card is the winner. And the top card determines what workout the person who lost the round has to do. So if the top card is an ace, it's your choice. It's the person who laid down the ace. They get to choose what everyone else does. If the top card is a king, then you do you'll do 5 stability ball chest presses. If the top card was a queen, you'll do 5 bicep curls. If the top card was a 10, it is 5 side laying hip abductions. If the top card is a 9, then it's 5 stability ball back extensions. An 8 is 1 wall squat for 1 minute. A 7 is stability ball, hands to feet pass, so it's those V-ups. Top card is a 6. It's 5 jumping jacks with the clap. If it's the top card is a 5, then you do the 5 dips with the chair. A 4 is 5 stability ball bicycle crunches. A 3 is 5 stability ball hip thrusts. And a 2, if you both tie with a 2, then you both do a stability ball T-shoulder raise. So during this, whoever wins the round, they get to keep just walking in place, and the person who lost is the one that does the exercise. With both card games, when it's not your turn to lay, feel free to grab water. Whether you chose to play Uno or War, you're going to play the active version of the card game for 20 minutes. Once that's finished, feel free to skip in the video and go to the cool down section and cool down with us. Once you're finished cooling down, if there was not a winner in your card game, feel free to go back and finish the game until someone finally wins. All right, so now we can get started with our warm-up. We're going to start with 6 lunges, so 3 on each side, and then you'll add a twist. Ready? Up, oops. Other side. Okay, now we're going to do 6 jumping jacks with the clap. And 6. Okay, then we're going to do 5 arm circles, do 5 forward, 5 backwards of big, and then we'll do the same thing with the small. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go backwards. Okay, now the small ones, forward. Now backwards. Okay, and then 5 V-ups. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great, good job everybody. Next we'll start our actual workout. So you choose whether it's Uno or War. Okay, so there are many different rules to Uno. I know some people have their own set of rules. Some people can play multiple cards at a time, and other people choose not to. So you choose your own rules for Uno, pick the ones that you like, and then you just start playing. So we'll get started. You can begin. So he laid a 2, so he's going to do a wall squat for a minute. Okay, and go. It can be kind of challenging to do a wall squat for a minute. So while your partner is doing this, be sure to be giving them lots of encouragement, especially as time goes on. Lots of, you can do it, keep going, and some almost there's. I mean, not quite yet. You've got 30 seconds left. So whatever works for your partner, just try to keep a good positive attitude, throw out some smiles. You got this. You're halfway done, Noah. Keep it up. Good form, 2. I like it. Good job. 15 seconds. Keep going. 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Good job. Okay, so now it's my turn. I don't have a 2 or a yellow, so I will play the wild card and change it to blue.
Do I have to do anything?
Nope, you don't do anything for this one.
Oh.
So a 1 is stability ball back extension. You do 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Good job.
Your turn.
I'm deciding. I'll go 3. That is the V-ups, 5 of them. Okay. And 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Your turn.
To draw. Nope. I do that, yes. Draw 4. What was the rules on a draw 4?
1, 2, 3, and 4. For that one, I think I do the previous. Nope, I do 5 push-ups.
Aha.
Okay.
I'm also going to change it to yellow.
All right. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so yellow. Zero is 5 side leg hip abductions each side. I can be seen through the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to demo war. So you're going to keep walking in place. And then 1, 2, 3, go. All right, top card was a 5, and I laid it, so you get to do 5 dips with the chair. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. I won with the 7, so you do the V-ups with the ball. You can modify it however you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Ready? Go. You win. So you get to choose what I do since you won with an ace.
Want some more hip reductions? Huh? Nah, we'll do a ball hip thrust.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. Those are your cards too. Ready? Stability ball chest press is 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready? All right. I won with an ace, so how about stability ball T-shoulder raise? Doesn't happen yet. You remember those?
Yes. Hands out. Back.
Yes. You want the dumbbell or just your arm? Just 5 of them. 1.
That was a brain one now.
Yep. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Ready? Okay, he won with the queen, so I do 5 bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're doing great, Noah. Keep it up.
Likewise. I won.
Yes, you won. Okay, so I do back extensions since you won. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready? Okay. You want with the 7, so I do the ups. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Great work, everybody. Now that you finished with your workout, we're going to do cool down. We're going to do 5 squats to start with. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll do 5 sit-ups. Feel free to use a couch or have someone hold your feet if you need them to. Oh, maybe I can get the couch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we're going to do arm circles. We'll do 15 seconds forward and 15 seconds backward. Big, ready, and go. All right, and backwards. Sorry, that's gonna hit you. Okay, and then 15 seconds forward of small ones. And backwards. Okay, good job. And then we'll finish with jogging in place for 30 seconds. All right, good job. Now we're gonna do some stretching, so feel free to join along. All right, we're gonna do a partner hamstring stretch. So you'll have one of your partners lay down and have them keep one leg flat and then help them stretch out the top one. Tell me when. You wanna go until they feel the stretch. You don't want them to feel pain though, but you wanna make sure that they feel that tightness, that pull. So he'll push up against me and I'll hold his leg. You hold it for around 15 seconds. Okay, release. All right, and then switch. If you wanted to go for a deeper stretch, you can do it again on the same leg, but kind of shimmy their leg up a little bit higher than you originally were, and do it again. Tell me when. Right here. Okay, and go. All right, and release. And then you'd switch and then do it with your other, or then do it yourself. So now, let me switch back a little bit. You're both gonna sit down so you're facing each other with your legs out like a V up against each other, as wide as you can. Lean forward, or sitting up, grabbing on, and then you lean back, tell me when. And hold it again for about 15 seconds. Okay, and then you switch. That's as far as I go. Okay, and release. All right. While we're down on the ground, we're going to do some cat and cow. We're going to do it 10 repetitions of each of them. And so for that, you'll get in your little tabletop position, and then you just drop your belly and raise your head, and then you lower your head and raise your back. Do it 9 more times. One more. Okay. All right, so now we'll stand up. We'll do another partner one, where you're gonna stretch your arms, pulling them backward, and then you'll just help your partner get them up for a deeper stretch. Tell me when. You stop when they say to stop, or if you see them starting to bend forward. So 15 seconds for this one too. Release. And then you'll switch and do it for yourself. All right, and then we've got, okay, shoulder, you pull it over. Hold that one for 15 seconds. Okay, switch. All right, and release. Okay, we've got 3 more. So you're gonna do the one arm goes overhead and stretch your arm out that way. Okay, and switch. Okay, and release. Okay, now we're gonna do a standing quad stretch. So you're just gonna reach back. If you have a hard time balancing, feel free to grab on to a wall or a chair. Oh, this one's 15 seconds as well. Right. And switch. Right, and release. And then our last one is a calf stretch. So you're gonna kind of step forward a little bit, keeping your toes pointed upwards, and lean down into it. And hold it for 15 seconds as well. And switch. All right, and release. Okay, we're all finished. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.